home in the mountains, where in youth early dawn I was happy and free. I looked for my friend, but I never could find them. I found they were all rank strangers to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother or dad, not a friend could I see, not a friend could I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces. I found they were all rank strangers to me, rank strangers to.
Okay. We got some other things over here, Betty. What you want to tell us about these things?
Well, you went to an auction one time where my uncle, Norval Robbins, had put some things in the auction, and you bought these two things among some other things. And I said, when you came in, I said, my grandfather and grandmother had these same exact things. And that's when you said, well, Norval put some things in the auction.
I'm not sure whether it was him or Charlie or maybe both of them. The auction was out at Olytic, and I don't know what the people's name that were having the auction. It was on right there on that, whatever that street is, that when you go to this traffic signal in Olytic and turn left and go towards Avoca, it was on that street on the south side of the street there, and they had an auction. And I bought these things at that auction. I bought, you know, when I bought them, I didn't really realize that they were your grandparents. There was just something about them that I thought, I'm going to buy those things. I liked both of them, and they had the kind of look of the things that I like to buy. But when I bought them, I didn't know what I was buying. I didn't really know that it belonged to your grandparents. And of course, like you said, when I got home with them, Grandma says, "Hey, that's my grandma and grandpa's clock. And hey, that thing used to sit on the, what was it?"
It sat on her dresser in her bedroom. She had her bobby pins in there.
So
I should have brought a bobby pin up here to show you. I had some. They're like little things about this long that you slip in your hair.
you know what a bobby pin is?
Yes.
You do know? Do you?
I think.
Yeah. Do you use bobby pins?
No.
What are they made out of?
Metal.
Metal? Yeah, they are. They go in your hair to hold your hair in place, don't they? All right.
And it makes me think, too, back whenever I would go out to Grandma's, Grandma Ray lived with them for a while, which was my grandma's mother, which was my great-grandma. And she used to, you know how I've got these things that you put something in you want to chop up and you press the little thing on the top and it chops it all up? She would take a can that they had opened and cut and it was rough around the edges, and she would sit and chop cabbage and stuff to make slaw with that can. They also had an outhouse. That's where, because they didn't have an indoor bathroom, so they would have to go out to the outhouse to the bathroom, and when we stayed out there, that's what we'd have to do. They also had this thing rigged up, Grandpa did, outside, that there was a barrel up there that caught the water off of out of a thing when it would rain, and it'd run down in this barrel, and then he could go out there and take a shower outside.
You ever see anything like that? That'd
No.
be cool, wouldn't it?
No.
You could take
No.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it on Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman did that?
I don't know.
He might have, I don't know. Rigged up a homemade shower. Well, when I was a little boy, I used to go to Arkansas because I had cousins that lived there. And they had the same situation. They had a house that didn't have a bathroom inside. And they took their baths on the back porch in a wash tub. Wow, that would, and you know, even the grown people had to have a pretty big wash tub, wouldn't you? It wasn't really that big. Or in the summertime, they had a barrel, and it was on the side of a building, and the rainwater ran off and got in the barrel, and then you could turn the shower on the barrel, stand under it, and take a shower. But that wouldn't work in the wintertime, why wouldn't it?
The water would freeze.
Yeah, the water would freeze, or if it didn't freeze, it'd be too cold to take a shower. You don't want to take your clothes off outside in the wintertime, do you? No, you're cold in here today, aren't you? Yeah.
On their farm, they also had cows and chickens. And sometimes Grandma would be going to fix a chicken for supper. And she'd go out there and she'd get a hold of one of those chickens by the neck, and she'd twist it around like this, and go like that, and just snap its head off.
Poor chicken.
You had to do that to eat it. It would flop around, and then she would take it, she would pull all the feathers out. Then she'd take it in the house, and you know what a gas stove is, don't you? It's where a flame comes up out of the stove.
Yeah, their stove's like that, isn't it?
Nana's got one.
Yeah, my
What
mom
she would-
has one.
Yeah, their mom's is like that.
She would take and singe all the little hairs off of it.
Isn't that how you get your chickens? What do you do when you're going to have fried chicken?
I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
Well, then it has little pellets in it.
Here's what I think you do. I think you go to the store and you buy it already dead in a package and cut up.
Sometimes they took an axe and chop its head off.
Nana doesn't have a gas stove anymore. She has that white stove, right?
I don't know what Nana's stove is.
The white stove that's
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Nana's is gas and your mom's is electric.
I'm thinking no.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Nana's is electric and my mom is gas.
Okay.
Because my mom has like a black thing, and then it has circles, and the
Mhm.
fire pops up when
It turns red, right?
blue.
Yeah, blue.
Okay.
That's a gas stove. You're right.
But Nana's is just flat, and then there's circles, and then
Oh,
you set
she
your
got a
stuff
new one.
on it.
Because she used to have a gas one.
Yeah, she used to.
All right, you got any more questions about any of this stuff?
No.
Are you happy that you live today when you got an indoor bathroom and don't have to go to the outhouse? How about taking cold showers? You don't want to do that either? Well, how about chickens? How would you like to have to go out and catch your dinner and wring its neck?
What if it's cold out?
Huh?
What if it's cold out?
What if it's cold out?
Mm-hmm.
You mean
You
about the
still
chicken?
had to go out to the bathroom.
The chicken's still out there. The bathroom's still out there. Ooh.
You'd have to walk through the snow. One time I went to go, it wasn't cold or anything, but when I opened the door, there was a snake.
It's not even, do you know what a catalog is?
You make a list on what you're going to do.
Yeah, you make a list. Where do you find the stuff to make your list with?
Oh, honey, do you remember when you were out here and I had this little thing and you circled what you wanted and Lou was circling what she wanted?
Oh, people.
That was kind of like a catalog,
A little
but where do you
flyer
really
thing.
look nowadays? Where do people look for stuff when they want to buy something nowadays?
On the...
Internet.
Yeah, on their phone or on their
Oh,
computer.
come on,
You
come
can
on.
go on there and find anything.
Or
can't
they
you?
see an
At
ad.
Walmart.
Or
Well,
they see an ad on TV.
here's the thing about it. When we were kids, the telephones looked like that thing over there on the wall. And you couldn't go shopping in one of them. All you could do was talk to somebody. And if you wanted to look and see what you could buy for Christmas, you had to have a catalog. And so all the companies made a catalog. And what a catalog was really was it's just a big book full of stuff. And you go in there and find the toys and look at them.
How do you even call on that?
Well, you don't anymore. It's not even hooked up. But what you used to do is
Yeah, did you call on one of them?
Turn the crank. No, actually, well, I had before, but usually we had one that had a dial on it. We were a little bit more modern than that one. But things are a whole lot different today than they were then. And guess what else? I'm going to talk about one more thing, and then we're going to be done, okay? When we had the outhouse, what do you do in the outhouse?
You go pee or poop.
Yeah.
Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1 or number 2. And if it's number 2, what do you need?
Toilet paper.
What if there isn't any?
You need newspaper.
Yeah.
Paper towels.
Magazine.
It was the catalog. There was a catalog laying out there and you had to tear the pages out for toilet paper. And you know what? Some of those catalogs have those kind of pages that are, you know, the kind, they're slick and crispy. Not good for toilet paper. See how much better things are nowadays than
You can circle what you want with the poop on your butt.
Oh no. We're going to have to do some editing on this, I'm pretty sure. All right, tell them, where you at? You're out here with the Hard Times guy and Grandma Betty.
And
And,
the Hard Times girl.
yeah, she's the Hard Times girl.
I'm Jackson. I'm Dustin.
I'm Luke.
I'm Betty.
You have a good day.